Welcome to the AMZ Wealth Builder free introductory course on the essential tools. Now, you're saying to yourself, you've seen this list before, and you have. One of the first lessons was responding to the question is, what does it cost to be the most customer-centric merchant on Amazon? And included in that was the list of all the third-party software required, and that is this list. So I just want to comment here that in a second, I'm going to take what I'm going to call a shallow dive. We're going to take a look at each of these tools and how they benefit you and why they're essential for you to implement and achieve the goals set forth in this business plan. But first, I want to just talk a little bit about the money. What I've done here in an effort to be exceedingly conservative is I've taken the everyday annual cost, everyday monthly cost, and I've annualized it. And that's where I came up with the 2868 number. In reality, it's going to be less than that. It's going to be less than that for two reasons. First of all, most of these tools are sold with an initial discount or a free 30 days offered by the manufacturer. So there's an initial savings up front. In addition, I'm an affiliate of all of these companies, and as an affiliate, I'm going to be able to ensure you that you're going to acquire these at the lowest possible price. So you're going to get an additional discount that may be 10%, 20%, 30% off of the subscription price. And it depends whether you buy the monthly subscription or the annual subscription. So it's somewhat complicated. However, to make life really simple, there's a link below, and all you'll do is you'll click on that link, and you're going to know the best price that day to buy that piece of software. And that's really the key thing. You know you're buying it at the lowest cost net of any promotions that are going on by the manufacturer. So with that being said, let's take a shallow dive. And just incidentally, the amount of money that you'll save as a result of that is going to offset a significant portion of your initial investment. Although there's so many elements in this course that make up for the initial investment, I don't like going through that laundry list ifs. The fact is, you're going to do fabulous as a result of the knowledge and skills you're going to acquire to build a business. But let's take a look at the tools. The first tool, actually one of the more expensive ones, A2X, is really an essential tool. What this does is every time Amazon creates a new settlement file, A2X automatically fetches it, crunches the data, and generates a summary of the revenue and expenses and other transactions. So all of your sales, all of your returns, all of your Amazon FBA fees, all of your storage fees, any other expense associated with your Amazon account that goes through Seller Central is transmitted from Amazon directly to A2X. Then what A2X does, it links, and this is the key reason why we're using A2X, it links to QuickBooks. So when we go to our QuickBooks and we get a simple accounting software, shockingly easy. In fact, they're showing here the phone version. You're going to get legitimate financial statements. You get a balance sheet, an income statement, statement of cash flow, and you're going to know your income and your expenses and your profitability. You're going to know them accurate and timely, and you're going to do it with no complexity because everything that happens in Seller Central is automatically spit right into QuickBooks. It's fabulous. And this level of financial sophistication is really what's going to enable you to run your business as a true business person. If you don't know your numbers, you don't know your business. I mentioned it at the very beginning. We're going to sell this business, and in order to sell it, we've seen that the buyers want good books. Now, you're seeing here just on this screen, there's a savings today on QuickBooks in terms of subscription price, and the discount that'll be below will be a discount off of the QuickBooks. So financial reporting is really, really important. Now, one of the other things about QuickBooks is it does require a little bit of your time because any of your manual expenses, like the fees that you're paying here, you have to put in. You have to put in the cost of all the accounting service, all the third-party tool services you're buying, and when you acquire inventory, you have to input the cost of your inventory into QuickBooks. What I've done, what I recommend, and I'll recommend this in a full training, is I spend $150 a month and I have a third-party bookkeeper, and I just give her the data. Anytime I have an expense, when I buy my inventory, I simply send her the purchase orders and she inputs it into QuickBooks for me. And again, it's well worth that because I want to spend my time focusing on the high value issues, which is product research and other elements of being an Amazon FBA merchant, and you're only having limited time. So I will provide you her name. She's fabulous, but there's a list of resources here so that you don't have to bother with the time for the accounting. So other than just transmitting your receipts to her, it's done. I mean, it's fabulous. So it really makes it a lot easier. Okay, let's take a look here at some of the other key tools. Okay, here we are at Amazon.com, looking at our favorite example, kitchen utensils, and I'm going to do this just so I could talk a little bit about the Chrome extensions for Jungle Scout and Helium 10. So those are two key tools you need, and they both have the Chrome extension. Chrome extension is pretty fabulous. It's truly fabulous. What this enables you to do is take a look at all the products that are on this page and sort them in terms of monthly revenue. So you could see that's lowest to highest. So here's the number one seller, their daily sales, the date they were first available. So it's interesting. Here's a company that came out 3/21 of 19, and they're doing 62,000 a month, and they're relatively new. They've already garnered 749 reviews. That's pretty impressive. But the point is, you're going to get an overview. You're going to know what the average monthly sales are in units, the average sales rank, average price, number of reviews. This is a highly competitive area. But you get that picture very, very quickly here. You get the Amazon fees. You just get a lot of information, product price, sales, etc. The daily sales, excuse me, you can get a graph of their daily sales history, and you could sort that graph 30, 60, 90 days, okay? But 90 days is the maximum on this graph, okay? Let's go over now to Helium 10, it's Chrome extension. It's called X-Ray. And it's similar but different. Similar but different. So first of all, it's going to give us that this category sells $1,721,000 worth of products on this listings in this groupings on a monthly basis. So now it gives you a size of the pie. Average revenue 38,000, BSR, average price, number of reviews. Let's move this over a little bit. I like the way they do it, where they actually give you the price and the FBA fees right next to each other. Again, we could take these products and we can sort them looking just at price. So if we're looking for more expensive items, which is sort of, we want price items that are $35 and over, these are the items that are going to be more of interest to us. Again, these are items that are rather mature, but this gives you an idea of the tool. It has review velocity here. This is important too. Gives you some sense whether this item is on a roll or not. If I look at the sales graph, I like this sales graph better because it gives me the all-time. So I know when this product first came out, and I know how its sales have been over its life. So in terms of just the Chrome extension, when you begin your product review process, product selection process, it's really one of the first things you do. Now, in the complete training program, we're going to spend hours on this subject. Remember, we have to find 12 products that are going to meet that economic model, and we're going to be very thoughtful about it. And ideally, we want to do it all in one category. Okay, so let's now take a look at Helium 10 for a minute. And they have a number of tools. They have black box. This is where you would actually go in and do your keywords research. So you take if you want to just do baby, you can just do baby products, and a bunch are going to come up because I have no filters. And then you can look at the monthly revenue, the price, review count. You could have advanced filters you want to filter by. So your review count is important. You have a trend finder, Cerebro, this reverse ASIN lookup. This is really, when we get into product research, one of the key power tools that you're going to be using. But it's a complete suite. It has magnet, keyword research, misspelling checker. It has a tool for making your listings. It makes sure that your product is indexed, has a keyword process, and it has alerts. And its alerts are good, but not good enough. And incidentally, Jungle Scout has alerts, but not good enough. And we're going to go into that. They have a tool here that if you're entitled to a refund, you'll be able to get that. So the ability to do product research simply requires this tool. It also requires Jungle Scout. Jungle Scout has the same basic idea in terms of looking at products. They have a tool here where you can find suppliers. You can look at your keywords. So you have Keyword Scout. So you enter a keyword and other. So I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to get into the complete training right now. But you can't do your product research without these two tools. And they're going to yield different results, and they have different functionality. Now, Jungle Scout has a new function which is not even disclosed here yet. They just added it, and it's something I'm going to cover in the complete training program. But basically, Amazon has really tightened up on reviews. They do not want you emailing their customers. They don't like it, and that the traditional way of obtaining reviews is just not something that's cool. And they're becoming very restrictive. However, in your Amazon Seller Central account, you can click a little button and ask Amazon to go out and request a review from that customer. So that customer gets a little email from Amazon that has a picture of your product and the stars 1 through 5, and rate the seller, rate the product, and that will drive reviews. And I have an assistant that does that for me, or did that for me every day, because if you're doing 10, 20, 30, 100, 200 sales a day, 400 sales a day, whatever you're doing, it's a lot of little clicks you got to make that happen one at a time. Jungle Scout automated that, and they're just selling that one tool for $200, but it's included in the price if you buy their full package. And that one tool is so critical in terms of getting your reviews that you're going to want to have Jungle Scout and Helium 10. I mean, they're both great, and you're going to need them both. Okay. Feedback Whiz. So Feedback Whiz was originally done to enable you to send out emails to your customers. And we're not using the email service. And it sends out alerts. But the alerts are really the key thing. The review monitoring, hijack alert, buy box loss, listing title changes. But the review monitoring is essential. This is what gives you the ability to provide an overwhelming, absolutely, totally fanatical commitment to customer satisfaction. This is how you're going to get 5-star reviews. You get your 1-star reviews and 5-star reviews, because you're going to know when a customer had a negative experience. You're going to see somebody return a product for a specific reason. You can reach out to that customer. You have the order number through the Amazon Seller Central. You can reach out to that customer, and you can do whatever it takes to make them satisfied or happy. For whatever reason that they claimed was a problem, you can solve it. They'll love you, they'll hug you, and they'll reward you with a 5-star review. And this is a really key tool. Okay? RevSeller, you saw this on my screen when I pulled up those listings, and I like it. It's I won't say that it's essential, but it really simplifies the whole process of product selection. You quickly see the selling price of an item. You input the selling price. You input. You have your selling price you're going to sell it for. If you have an idea of what your cost is on the product, it'll net out your profit, and you can see the profitability, and you could see here how it breaks down all the Amazon fees. So there's $15 in fees here, and how they got computed. So that's a pretty nice little tool, and it's a good little add-on. Now, RevSeller is free, and I'm not going to demo it here, but it enables you to see all of the characteristics of a product and how those characteristics are reviewed. So when you want to improve on a product, this is a really powerful tool. So that summarizes the list. And as I think I've been able to show you, that each of these tools are essential for you to do your job. You simply can't implement the business plan without these tools. And as I said, check the link below and get the best current price available for each of them. So this is going to conclude this section of the training, and we'll move on to the next.